Gabi. All right. What role do you play a role in the local government structure at all?
Sure. Okay. Okay. What role is that? Well, I'm an assembly member for Kutubabi electoral area.
So you're an assembly member. So let me just begin the conversation and start with Yao Jemfi, aka Nyame Woho. And so Nyame Woho, if you take a look at the development over the last couple of years, Ayawaso is a center because close by we have other electoral areas as well. How would you describe development? Because the development, Kosi saying,
yo me da se bebre me hu ni se ene man koyi Ghana sisi ya cause ene ma e koso ma wu no are ko na asefem ni nyina ne se ye Ghana ha ana bo hye bebre course na nso ye hu mu ba ko sisi Ghana ye tie sisi ya ho yira ye papa ebi ne den sisi ya dan sem kura nya sem ketwa ayiti ade ma e Ghana for sisi ya dan sem aduane kura bo edin o ma etim o ma bia nso so ma no ekosa ati be ne so ma ne wo crisis aduane sisi ukura to ne ti kwantimi fanto aduane things are going west intimi kakra meka ne say ese say o ma no ye sole especially youth no ye me ani da ho na ne ye kono ano odin ye businessman to mo ba fam eniema nkokura ene wo ba ko ntimi nton ade I'm telling you to be honest, I'm a businessman. Nipa ni me pa me kind of credit. Eniema nkoye o man mu credit here. Yes. Se mobile phone obi aba ntimi nton ne board. Dollar no so ehihim enye stable. Ese ni trust. So enti ese some penifo ni sigina ye. Na omo dwene o man ma no ho timamufo no because yene mu na ekọ na eba. Se ase mu na o se mo som ye ba na esom mo. That is law. I was saying, come on, but I say, Yanni, some woman. Oh, and Tina may be blessing it. Now, ask of him. So it's a Ghana for Yadanunqua. So, Yadanunqua, I'm telling you. Now, wait, my rent to die. Won't me rent to die? Hey, if I'm a papa, send me to Yatwo. Now, Tiana for so being now, we any day.
Now, Daniel, considerably, it will mean that he's raising standard of living issues. Yeah. He's also an entrepreneur, so he's worried about his trade. He brings in gadgets, mobile phones, and then he's worried about affordability of the ordinary citizens. How somebody would say that, but we have a number of activities that have been undertaken, and just playing the devil's advocate right here, I'll say that we have free SHS, so you can take your admission letter today and go to a school. I mean, perhaps we should discount what you have to buy and add, but you can enjoy food at the dining hall. If you want to stay that way, you can get education. Developments are ongoing. Some projects have been undertaken, some at some levels uncompleted yet. So somebody will say that we should be satisfied generally. Iowa so central, and for you, you're as a resident, as a normal Ghanaian living, how is it like for you? How would that impact your decision?
Okay, thank you very much, and thank you for the viewers of TV3. Frankly, my brother, I've said a lot, but then I believe that generally the world is at crisis, and so far Ghana has done its best. And I believe that before COVID, things were getting better. But then when COVID hit in, we saw how things was across the world. Things were very bad. But then you saw how things were managed here in Ghana. At least the president himself said he knows how to do what? To bring back the economy. But how to bring life, we couldn't. And we can all attest that many of us stayed home. Teachers were at home, right? But they were being paid. Doctors were also working, and they were also being taken care of. Many lives were saved. Look at many of other African countries. They lost their lives. But then we were able to handle the economy. Inflation all the way raised up to 54%. But now, I don't know.
Around
But then,
the 2022 period.
Yeah, period. But now it is currently around 22, and definitely I know it's going to go down. Obviously, it's not okay for all of us, but I believe that things are being worked out for, and definitely things will get better. So, of course, let's understand. Okay, let me come quickly.
Daniel, you said we should have patience.
In this life, patience works a lot. There's no way that when you don't have patience, you cannot succeed. So I will appeal to Ghanaians. I'm talking to Ghanaians here. That let's have the patience. And moreover, today, a lot of social policies have been put in place. That is helping a lot. As you said, free SHS. Imagine if you have to pay free SHS today, and free SHS is giving us access. A lot of young ones are getting access to education today. And that is the most important thing. Before then, you go and write, one time is due for you to write an exams. You go, and if you don't pay your fees, your exams fees, you'll be sacked to go home. And that person, and that fellow will probably miss a lifetime opportunity. But today, all those things are being taken care of. Even the basic SHS free, how do you call it? Basic SHS exam fee are being paid. So please, Ghanaians, let's give Dr. Bawumia the opportunity to continue the good things that they have started. Thank you very much.
Yeah, but a key consideration, these are the considerations you will make, because you feel that the policies that have been introduced have been undertaken well. Is it that you are saying that there's a period within the Akufo-Addo-Bawumia administration where the economy was better? As a result of that, we should have hindsight consideration for that and make that choice? Okay, so that will be up to which point? 2022 or up to 2020? Which time? A period from 2017 to when?
I think that when you look at it carefully, when they took over from the NDC, things were practically bad and worse. We're in Doomsaw. Things were practically bad. Even Circle here, we could remember how many people.
So by 2017, the situation had been ameliorated.
Exactly.
We have to be clear on that.
Yes.
So from which point should be the benchmark that should be used as a point of consideration for the government and then for the ordinary people who are going to vote?
So, obviously, things are picking up from now.
Okay.
So I think that the benchmark should be taken from now. And I believe that things from next year will get much, much better.
All right.
Thank you.
All right. Papa Besiu. Papa Besiu, at the end of the day, somebody will say that, I think I take a cue from Daniel. Daniel is saying, look, we cannot be blaming the government for everything that's gone wrong. Do you also say COVID and Ukraine, same time as well? Okay, you also make that consideration. So COVID and Ukraine, it's a good excuse, somebody will say.
Let me
Papa Besiu.
Yeah, Roland, thanks for giving me this opportunity to talk on behalf of majority of suffering Ghanaians. Let me be frank with you. This is not what Nana Addo promised Ghanaians.
Then what did he promise? He promised that he would
Yeah,
reduce free
when he was in opposition. When you were in Ghana here, we had his advice to saying that the money is there at Bank of Ghana, so we don't need to borrow. He said he has worked at Bank of Ghana before. Are you aware of that? He comes to power, they've borrowed more than every government in this very country. They've borrowed more than every government in this very country. I get to my point. He is saying that, I'm hearing them saying about what they call it, when they came to power, things were worse and things like that. John Mahama, His Excellency John Mahama operated this country with only one oil field, Jubilee oil field. As he was leaving, he has already prepared the ground for 2 oil fields that came into operation. I mean the 10 oil field, the Sankofa oil field. So in addition, Ghana had 3 oil fields in.
Well, somebody will say, if you look at the
Roland.
GDP itself by way of the quantum itself,
Roland.
we're almost inching out to a billion.
Roland,
we announced by the finance minister.
Roland.
That should be credit to the
Ghanaians are not eating GDP or whatever it is. Ghanaians are feeling angry, whereby under John Mahama's administration, we could buy kenke, a ball of kenke for 50 pesos or 1 cedi. Today, ball of kenke is sold at 5 cedis. At the time that John Mahama was in power, the cedi to the dollar was what? Almost 4 cedis. Now, whereby they said, Bawumia said he has arrested the dollar and given the key to IGP. Now, dollar is to the cedi almost getting to 70 cedis. 70 cedis.
Please wrap up for me.
Give me a space, Roland, because the way things are going, Ghanaians are not happy at all. So if somebody tells you that COVID issue or whatever it is, I'm saying that, when you cut in, I'm saying that the 3 oil fields that John Mahama handed over to Nanado, which made Nanado's administration to have wealth in this Ghana, Nanado should have been able to manage our economy well. But it has messed up a whole lot of things. Whereby, and again, let me be frank with you. It is never true. And that so-called, it is never true, please. It's never true.
Wrap up for me.
They say they have brought free education. Roland, I was arguing with you before we came on board. I'm saying that Nanado deceived Ghanaians with so-called free SHS. Nanado's type of free SHS, he started it progressively with Form 1 students. He started it progressively with Form 1 students. Those in Form 2 and Form 3 never had a chance. 2017. So it deceived people.
But you agree with me that the form of free SHS is being implemented, where first years, second years, third years get admission, they go to school and they start classes, has never been implemented in Ghana.
Let me be frank with you, Roland. Let me be frank with you. If Nanado had taken the cue from John Mahama's progressively free SHS that I started with the day students, I get to my point, and do it gradually. We are in total mess right now with the so-called free SHS. Yes, some people have the chance not paying school fees. They'll just take their bag and go. But after going to the school, they suffer a lot. Via eating, via accommodation. You understand me? If your mama had had that chance, it would have included the private school. You will have included the private school people, whereby accommodation wise, feeding wise, everything will have been fine. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Roland. Thank you, viewers. I think. Thank you, Roland, for the opportunity. I think your question is welcome question, and I think it's good if you could go in that way. Oh, the one-time assembly member Moses Abo, a failure who contested and lost elections. Moses is frustrated. So she can do all the gymnastics. But I don't mind him. You know. Thank you, Roland. Well, like you said, the question, you see, it's good that way, but you know, Rome was not built a day. Rome was not built a day. It's through a gradual process. You understand?
Can you agree with the vice president? The president
I'm not. No. I'm saying this in a context. I'm saying this in a context that former President Mahama, when in power, right? He was governing this country. He took over from former President Kufuor. When Dr. Bawumia And the current president, before they came, what did they tell us? The Mahama administration is not performing, and they are over borrowing. I mean, the size of government is just too much. When they come, they downsize the government. Today, what is the size of the government we have today? Have you ever seen Mahama traveling a private jets before? No. He doesn't do that. He takes commercial jets. Because we have crisis in the community, in the country. Mahama will misuse the taxpayers' money. Roland, are you here? You see, Mahama will not misuse the taxpayers' money. So what I'm saying is that today, as we sit here, Ghanaians can feel the hits. During the administration of Mahama, a bottle of Kenke is 1 cedi. A gallon of petrol is what? 14 cedis. Today, how much is a gallon of petrol? You understand? When it comes to banking, banking cleanup exercise, they said they're going to use $9 million to do that. They end up using $25 million. Did you go or did we come?
Where did you go and where did you come?
In terms of the banking cleanup exercise, how much is government is going to use to do that exercise? You understand? So there's no way you can compare somebody who claims he's an economist. Mahama is not an economist. But you cannot compare the economic Bamaya and Akufo-Addo performance to Mahama. It can't be done. You understand? So when it comes to performance, Ghanaians are not yelling, calling Mahama for a comeback because Ghanaians are suffering, Ghanaians are dying. No, my view, in the views of Ghanaians.
I asked you a question about. I asked you a question about if you look at, because you are an assembly member, you are a member of an assembly, you look at development, could we do it better at the local government level? What do you think is missing?
Roland, what is missing is that, typical example, and I'm an assembly member, is a program, a project in my community to be done. I have to lobby to the assembly. I've written a lot of petitions, I've done a lot of lobbies. Yes, common fund is not coming. Common fund is not coming. Go and tour the communities. We have these Gary projects, right? Funded by World Bank, right? Go and see the community. When it rains, we have places that get flooding. People have been dying. You understand? As we speak now, go and tour some of the dumping sites within the community. The filth is just too much. Meanwhile, we have sanitation ministry. As I speak to you now, there are places that I've mentioned to you. If you go, you'll be marveled. Kotobabi, the top public dumping sites. You understand? The place is filthy and dirty, and not only that, go to the polo park, the drain system is there. Even recently, before the brothers Muslims celebrate their yes, the minister gave order that those cattle who are in communities, you see, Kanda, Mamobi, and such to be clear of. There's a particular school in my community called Kotobabi Ababana Cluster Schools. They are rearing cattle in that school compound, as I'm saying now. If you move your team to that place, you will see it there. I've raised this issue at the assembly severally. Now, cattle are competing with students in the school compound, which is very bad. So, in fact, Roland, this administration, here in Accra, the
cattle. Okay, so you've joined us. What's your name? Let me just do a screen. What's your name?
My name is Kwame Abraham, popularly known as AB. Okay. My name is Kwame Abraham, popularly known as AB. My greetings to viewers and everyone watching us live today, and to the very good people of Ghana. Especially greetings to Honorable Henry Kote and then our parliamentary, our presidential candidate, Dr. Lad Mahmoud Bawumia. Greetings to him. That I'm here to talk about the good things that our Honorable Henry Kote has done for our community. Because I was hearing, we were asking about development in Ayawaso Central. And the development in Ayawaso Central that has taken place is what I'm about to mention. If someone sits here and say Honorable Henry Kote has done nothing in this community, that person is a grateful and great liar. It's ungrateful and it's a big liar. Why am I saying this? When you come to Ayawaso Central, every part and every area of Ayawaso Central is asphalt. He has asphalted the whole area. there's a few places that you will not see the asphalt, because when our former president John Mahama was leaving the power, he gave such places as contract to others, and those contracts were not properly tempered. So we cannot go ahead to do it. When we temper doing it, we will pay judgment debt, and we don't want to pay any judgment, so we take the matter to court to resolve it. And now most of the cases has been resolved, and those areas are now being is under construction, that very soon all we are going to be completed. A typical example, and it's close to where we are doing the debate, is David Road. All that standing, not that one alone, not that one, how do you call, put up a school at Panama, and then ongoing project at Alado 1 and 2. All is the work of Honorable Henry Cote. Now, if you come to Ayahuasca Center, there's no place that you see the street lights are not working. All the street lights are working 24/7. Everything is working. The system is working in Ayahuasca Center. If I'm talking about Honorable Henry Cote, it's a big thing, because Honorable Henry Cote has done a lot. With standing of all the infrastructure things that he has done for the community. Not only that, he's someone who takes care of the community. In previous years, if you come to the roadside to trade over there, or if you're a hawker at the roadside and you are working over there, the NDC people and the MEMA will sack you from the roadside. They will not allow you, permit you to do any business at the roadside. But today, through Honorable Henry Cote, we will that we have to support them. So therefore, I will not start them. What I will do is that I will make a you will see clearly that nobody or no MA is chasing you out from the street, and everybody is having freedom to play. If anyone is taking here, is saying that he doesn't want to make good job, it's the cause of our own problem. And
manifesto right here for you. So depends on how the argument is going to be. No, it's okay. It's okay. All right. Okay. All right. All right. All right. So what do you think will be the key benchmarks people will use in voting? Okay. What do you think will be the key benchmark people will use? Okay. So please allow me. So come 7 December, the good people of Ghana are going to vote for Dr. Muhammadu Bawumia, because today, when you are home and your light goes off, you can take your mobile phone and buy power. Today, when you are home and you receive water bill, you can easily pay your water bill right at your home. You don't have to go all the way to the office to go and pay your bill. Today, when you are at home, it's like your health insurance. Today, do everything as easily as possible. Ghanaians know, and today there's nowhere we are going for an armed president. We are going for a brand
Because I remember in the year of Kufuor, there was this Euro project. This Euro project, NDC, Atanos and NDC never continued this project. But Leonardo and Kwame kept to finish it up. Today, if you allow them, they will mess it up. And that is why I'm saying that Ghanaians, the good people of Ghana, should vote for Dr. Mahathir and vote for Honorable Nkrumah for exceptional leadership in Alaoso Central. Thank you very much.
Daniel, thank you very much. Let me clear this. Claire. All right, Claire. What is the question? The same question.
They started it progressively because they deceived parents who thought that their wards in Form 2 and Form 3 will also enjoy. By happening that it was only, I get to my point. NDC started it progressively, which was in order that by the next year, if we had voted into power, we would have done the when it comes to what they call it, the constituency level, Henry Quarter has really disappointed us in the sense that we have Kwame Nkrumah 22 and 4, whereby they have demolished that basic school. Are you getting my point? As of now, those people, the project that has to come on, they've abandoned it. The students are studying under a tent. They don't have basic amenities. Where we said they don't have it. Same as Panama basic school. Panama. Harry said is what do you call it? An MP for what do you call it? Ayaso Central. I don't think he even knows Ayaso Central.
What do you mean by that? He's been an
He doesn't know Ayaso Central, like I've mentioned. Panama and then what do you call it? Kwame Nkrumah basic 2 and 4. They say they don't have a place to study. They are studying under a tent. So who will come to power? I get my point and complete that abandoned project. Again, I'm saying that Henry Quarter doesn't even know places in Ayaso Central. When you go to what do you call it, Kotobabi down.
How can somebody be several times an MP and you say he doesn't know? That's impossible.
That is why we are even surprised, because the projects like drainage system in Ebony down, he has not attended to them. From Alajo to Ebony, I get my point. From Kotobabi down to Wembley, you know Wembley Sport. All the drainage system there is down. When it rains, flood and all this thing. Now look at it. Henry Quarter is talking about this guy is praising Henry Quarter. Go to Malata market. Our market women, when it rains, you see them moving in the mud or whatever it is.
Malata is in the constituency.
Malata is in the constituency. It's in total mess. Alajo that Henry has been getting his vote from, go to. They don't have Alajo market. Proper Alajo, it's not there.
But Malata is not far, so you can come from Alajo and go.
If, let's say, we decentralize the market system in Ghana, or in Ayaso Central, whereby Alajo market is working, I get to my point, Malata market is working, what do you think would be? I mean, people, these days, when you are taking taxi from Alajo Junction to the top here, Kotobabi top, I get to my point, it's 5 cities. It's 5 cities. It's 5 cities. So the point is, if we have the market at what is called Alago, whether it's
he says you don't take trouble.
Will you control him? Will you control him? So what I'm trying to say is, whether it's even 3 cities, 50 pesos, if you have it at Alajo market,
You accept that it's 3 cities, 50 pesos.
I'm not accepting it. I am not accepting it. What I'm just trying to say is this. Due to the economic hardship that Baumia Nanado government has brought us, people moving from one place to the other call it? Alajo women and men be able to access market easily.
All right.
Are you getting my point? What I'm just trying to say is, at the end of the day, Henry Quarter has disappointed. Henry Quarter, Isikwe, who have ruled this Ayazo Central for so many years, they have disappointed a whole lot of Ayazo communities because they haven't done anything that is proper in this very constituency. Our business system is down. Are you getting my point? Our basic schools in the market, basic schools, they don't have where to study properly. They are studying tents. They don't even have a place to be with. So I'm saying that coming this very election, they need to go for Rauf, the golden boy, and James as the president. Rauf as constituency parliamentary candidate. They have to vote for him.
Release my man. Papa is
the MP of the area. So, what do governors?
Right. But unfortunately, we have to wrap up, and that is the atmosphere right here. Community manifesto coming from the tiptoe area right here in Ayawaso Central. We will come.